Are you interested in learning how to bass fish?
Yes!
Well, that's great because today that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. I've been fishing pretty much my whole life, whether it be with my grandpa, my dad, my best friend, my boyfriend, or just by myself. It's such a fun thing to do, and it's pretty easy once you get the techniques down. So, the first step in bass fishing is to make sure your fishing pole is ready to go. This is my personal fishing pole right here. So on a fishing pole, there are two main parts. Your rod, which is this right here, and then your reel, which is this right here. So before you go fishing, you need to check to make sure your fishing line is not frayed. To do that, you get your line and you just feel it. If the line is smooth, then it's not frayed and it's good to go. But if your line is rough when you feel it, then it's frayed and it needs to be changed. But this line is smooth, so it's good to go. The second thing you need to check is to make sure you have the type of lure you need for the time of year when you're bass fishing. So I fish the most in the summer because that's when I have the most time to. So I have a lot of summer bass fish baits. So that's what I'm going to demo. So if you're fishing in the summer for bass, you need a crankbait or a wacky rig. This right here is a crankbait. So since my line is not frayed and I have a crankbait, my fishing pole is ready to fish. Then, once you have your fishing pole ready, you need to make sure you have everything else you could possibly need for fishing. This includes pliers for removing the hook from the fish's mouth, and scissors if you have to cut your line. And most importantly, make sure you have your fishing license on you if you are over the age of 18. That way, you're fishing legally. So the next step I'm going to show you to do is how to cast. So I have a spin cast fishing pole. So you use a button to cast. To do this, you pull your line back while you hold down on your button. And then, on your way down, you release the button. And that's pretty much it. Now you know how to cast. Now that you know how to cast, and you have everything you need to fish, the next step is finding a spot to fish. You need to look for a lake or a pond near you, and we're blessed in our area to have a lot of state and national parks stocked up with fish for visitors just like you. And once you find a lake or pond, you need to find a spot in that lake or pond where bass fish would be. This includes any kind of structure like trees, rocks, docks, or changes in depth because that is where they nest. So, once you find a spot like this, you want to cast your line there. And after you cast your line, the next step is just waiting for a fish to take your bait. At first, when a fish finds your bait, they may bite a little bit, but don't reel in your line yet. Wait until the fish fully take your bait and then reel in the line. So you're just waiting, getting some bites, and then it takes your bait and you want to reel it in. To reel, you just turn your reel. Now that you have a fish, the last step is taking your fish off the hook. To do this, you want to make sure to hold your fish carefully. You want to make sure not to cut yourself because some fish's fins can cut you. So you're holding your fish carefully, and then you want to carefully remove the hook out of the fish's mouth. To do this, you just want to turn your hook in the direction that it came in. Or if your hook is stuck, that is when your pliers come in handy. But now that you've removed your fish, that's it. That's all you have to do to catch a fish. All in all, bass fishing is not a hard task once you've gotten it down. It can be super relaxing and such a fun activity to do. For best results, use the best lure for that time of year. Now get out there and catch some fish. Thank you.